I'm going to show you today how to make this mother of all omelettes. In fact, this is the grandmother of omelettes, and it's perfect if you've got someone special waiting for breakfast in bed. All right, before we turn up the temperature, let's go through the things that we're going to need. I'm going to use some mushrooms, some sweet peppers, some spicy cheese, some shallots, chili powder, probably about 4 eggs, and a glass of water. Anyway, let's get stuck into this. Okay, the next important task, just chop everything up. I've grated the cheese. I finely chopped the mushrooms, the shallots, and the peppers. So I'm going to mix together now the eggs and the water. Right, this part is very simple. Just crack 4 eggs into 100 milliliters of water. Sprinkle in some chili powder as much as you want. If you're feeling spicy, then make it spicy. And if you've got someone spicy waiting for breakfast in bed, then yeah, add some chili. All right, give that a good mix together until it's nice and fluffy. Doesn't take too long. Just give it a nice mix, and that's quite straightforward. Then let's get the pan warmed up. Okay, first things first. Turn the cooker on. Pop some butter into the pan and get that melted, because we're going to saute mushrooms and the shallots and the peppers before we put our mix into this. So to get that butter nice and melted, work it around, lube the pan up. Breakfast in bed requires a bit of lube in the pan. There we go. Don't be too hot. We don't want to burn that butter. We just want it to melt down nicely. So let's get that down a bit. While that's melting, let's get our ingredients ready to drop in there. Now I did chop up a lot, so I'm not going to use everything. So let's get the mushrooms in. In go the mushrooms. They're starting to sizzle. And in with the peppers and the shallots. Get them all in there. There we go. I'm not messing around. I put a lot in. I like the flavour. You can use as much as you want or as little as you want. It's all down to yourself. So get some heat into this. Starting to sizzle nicely. Real nice smell coming from it already as the butter melts in. Give that a good mix. Now, if you've got a significant other waiting in the bedroom, they will be salivating right now. Their taste buds will be going crazy because the smell that will be drifting to the bedroom will be fantastic. So you can let that anticipation build. Even take the pan and run right up to the bedroom door, wave it around and get back to the kitchen again. Just to be more enticing. You can make it fun. You can wear a nice apron. Obviously, you don't have to wear anything else, just a nice apron. Depends how you want to do it. This is baking bad, so you can be as bad as you want. As you can see, that is all getting all cooked very nicely. You will be the hero in the kitchen with this phenomenal smell. I'm going to add some seasoning now, a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. Get some pepper on there. Bit of salt, not too much, obviously. You know, watch your blood pressure. So I'll get that in there. Bit of seasoning. Mix it all around. Look at that, coming together lovely. Very nice. You see that's looking great. Now I'm going to cook it until everything is roughly soft and no longer likely to be too crunchy. So let it cook down a little bit. Enjoy those wonderful aromas coming off it. Don't forget, you're going to be the kitchen hero. This is going to make you the superstar as you walk into that bedroom, clutching the plate, big smile on your face. This is going to make you the hero, the kitchen guru. All right, now that looks good enough and about ready to add the mix. So the egg and water mix I prepared earlier, I'm just going to tip it on there and let that cook for a little bit. Now, the technique I use, I don't flip the omelette and I don't cook it in its entirety on the top of the stove here. I will put it under the grill for you guys there in the States, the broiler, and I will do the surface of the omelette and melt the cheese on it under the grill, the broiler. So I'm going to turn it down because I don't want it cooking too quick. I'm going to take my time with it a little bit. I don't want to rush these things. So I'm going to let that cook away for a little bit. As you can see, it's looking fantastic. So I'm going to give it 5 minutes and then I'm going to put it under the grill. Okay, as you can see, it's developing a skin on the surface now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the whole thing. I'm not going to flip it. I'm not going to disturb it. I'm just going to take the whole thing and go straight under the grill or the broiler with it. I'm going to leave it there for about 3-4 minutes. And then I'm going to put the cheese on it. Let's see how well it's doing. As you can see, it's starting to look like a very nice omelette. Let's get it back onto the surface now. And then I'll pop some cheese on it. So, cheese at hand. Just give it a nice sprinkling over the top, like so. Put as much or as little on as you want. Spread it around a little bit. You don't want clumpy bits. Right, there we go. And we'll pop that back under the grill. Okay, let's take a look. The cheese looks like it's about melted. Look at that. That is fantastic. Let's get this served up and have a look. Okay, there we have it. Let's see how this turns out. Oh, look at that. Perfecto. Let's take a look. Absolutely fantastic. Okay. I'm going to get stuck in.